The BYD Seal '08 arrives as a true flagship statement, pushing the automaker deeply into the premium executive class. Spanning an imposing 5,150 mm in length with a sweeping fastback silhouette, it successfully matures the brand's visual vocabulary via the Ocean Aesthetics 2.0 design language. Far from just a stretched version of its smaller siblings, this full-size sedan blends elegant, narrow headlights with highly intricate ambient lighting elements embedded right into the front air ducts. It projects an upscale, aerodynamic road presence that commands attention without relying on loud, overly aggressive styling gimmicks. Beneath the sleek bodywork lies the real wizardry of the vehicle's engineering layout. Built on a sophisticated high-voltage architecture, the pure electric variants boast staggering range figures courtesy of BYD's second-generation Blade battery cells. The rear-wheel drive flagship trim leads the charge with an official CLTC-rated range of 905 km on a single charge, a distance that effectively puts localized range anxiety to rest. Efficiency is fiercely competitive, managing to match or beat smaller benchmarks like the standard Tesla Model 3 despite carrying the physical footprint and weight of a much larger luxury cruiser. Charging performance is where this luxury vehicle truly separates itself from the current crop of mainstream EVs. Featuring advanced, flash charging capabilities, the platform is engineered to draw power at an immense rate, effectively allowing drivers to replenish roughly 400 kilometers of driving range in just 5 short minutes under ideal charging conditions. For a broader perspective, a typical high-power session can surge the battery state from a low 10% up to 70% in less time than it takes to buy a highway coffee, radically changing the long-distance road tripping dynamic. For those not fully ready to commit to a pure battery-powered lifestyle, the plug-in hybrid drivetrain presents an equally compelling argument. Pairing a highly efficient 1.5-liter turbocharged internal combustion engine with robust dual-electric motors, the hybrid setup relies on a sizable 45.4 kWh battery pack to cover up to 400 km on pure electricity alone. When the gas engine and electric systems work in perfect harmony, the total combined cruising range scales up to an incredible 1,660 km, giving drivers ultimate long-distance freedom without sacrificing environmental flexibility. Straight-line performance easily rivals legacy supercars, especially if you step up to the high-end all-wheel drive configurations. The top-tier electric version generates a massive 510 kilowatts, translating to roughly 634 horsepower, which rockets this massive executive sedan from 0 to 100 km per hour in a blistering 3.3 seconds. The hybrid variant is no slouch either, delivering a combined 400 kilowatts of power that achieves the same highway sprint in just 3.8 seconds, proving that opting for the gas-assisted model doesn't mean compromising on thrilling acceleration. Handling a vehicle of this scale in tight urban environments would normally be an absolute chore, but the standard inclusion of rear-wheel steering rewrites the script. By allowing the rear wheels to pivot counter to the fronts at low speeds, this 5-meter-plus sedan pulls off a remarkably tight turning radius of just 4.95 meters, making it as nimble in tight parking garages as a compact hatchback. It effortlessly eliminates the clumsy, lumbering feel often associated with full-size luxury cars, giving the driver an unexpected sense of agility. Ride quality is elevated to true premium tiers thanks to the sophisticated DISISA intelligent body control setup. This closed, dual-chamber air suspension system works side by side with advanced road preview sensors that actively scan the upcoming asphalt layout. By reading surface imperfections milliseconds before the tires physically make contact, the dampers constantly readjust their stiffness to float over harsh bumps, aggressively curbing the kind of sudden cabin pitching that frequently triggers motion sickness in high-torque electric cars. Stepping into the cabin feels like entering a high-end lounge where material choices have been meticulously curated. Virtually every touchpoint is wrapped in premium, soft-touch materials, accented beautifully by a unique mother-of-pearl trim strip that sweeps seamlessly across the dashboard and into the rear doors. Double-layered acoustic glass wraps the entirety of the greenhouse, isolating the occupants from external tire roaring and wind buffet, which allows the crisp, 20-speaker Deviolette surround sound system to deliver an immersive auditory experience. The seating arrangement is where the vehicle strictly prioritizes occupant wellness, starting right at the front row with dual zero-gravity reclining seats. Moving to the back row reveals the longest wheelbase in its class at 3,030 mm, creating an expansive environment complete with electronically reclining rear seats and extending leg rests. Every single passenger position in the car is spoiled with built-in heating, ventilation, and multi-point physical massage functions, ensuring that long-haul journeys leave occupants feeling refreshed rather than fatigued. Rear passengers are treated as top-tier VIPs, enjoying features that are typically reserved for ultra-premium executive limousines costing many times more. Integrated seatback mounting points allow owners to seamlessly snap in accessory entertainment screens, while fold-down tray tables deploy easily to support laptops or snacks. To top it all off, a smart onboard refrigerator keeps beverages perfectly chilled, all controlled effortlessly via a dedicated digital touchscreen interface nestled right into the rear center armrest. On the technology front, the driver is greeted by an expansive digital ecosystem anchored by a central 15.6-inch rotating touchscreen and an informative 12.3-inch instrument panel. Supplementing these screens is a massive 26-inch augmented reality head-up display that overlays crucial navigation arrows directly onto the asphalt ahead. The software environment is snappy and highly intuitive, offering rapid voice recognition and an incredibly clean layout that reduces the digital learning curve down to a few simple interactions. Safety and automated driving take a giant leap forward with the standard integration of the God's Eye, Be Intelligent driving suite. Crowned by a roof-mounted lidar sensor, the car utilizes high-fidelity spatial mapping to execute seamless city and highway navigation assistance with smooth lane changes and proactive braking. Combined with automated valet parking and a very approachable starting price point globally, this vehicle stands as a brilliant showcase of attainable luxury, leaving very few reasons to look toward legacy European alternatives.